Hello and welcome to episode one. Um, Here I'm going to be going through my journey, which is my exploration of the book Will It Fly? Um, as you can see here, it's authored by Pat Flynn, and it's how to test your next business idea so you don't waste your time and money. So essentially, this is a story of me documenting my journey into building a business. Um, I have no idea how to build a business. So I thought I'd get a book to help me out. I know I'm capable of learning new things, and I figured if I really want to do this, I should try and learn from the experts and just start somewhere. So I did some googling, and this book came highly recommended on a Reddit thread. So I figured I'd start here. Um, so why am I doing this? This is essentially me just putting myself out there. Um, I've been mulling over this idea for quite a while now, and the biggest thing holding me back was, I guess, the fear of looking stupid or failing at this publicly and having egg on my face. But it's that exact same fear that's holding me back. And I figured that this would be a great way to document this process where I can possibly learn from any mistakes that I learned from this journey. It's a way to learn by doing, uh, even learn by teaching, and it can help me grow. And I started to really believe that humans have the ability to change reality, not in the way that we believe superheroes have, uh, but a sort of more slow, aching, arduous process where through just labor and hard work, we are able to craft unimaginable worlds. I don't think anyone uh, born 300 years ago would imagine all of the marvels in engineering and um, science and medical breakthroughs that we've had um, in the last, let's just say, 50 years. So, yeah, I really enjoyed going through this book. I I've read through it once. I really liked the lessons that um, Pat Pat gave. I like the practical experiences. It's a really nice follow. It was one of the more pleasant business books that I've sort of read over the past year. And yeah, so I think one of the nicest lines that came out of this chapter that I'll sort of be focusing on now was that where Pat says building a successful business is not synonymous with building a successful life, and that not all ideas should be built by the people who dream them up. So uh, this particular episode is, or this first section of the book, which I think is the most important section of the book, is all about seeing if the business that you want to create fits in with the lifestyle that you want. Um, it's pointless you jumping into something that you really want to do, but you're unhappy, or the business makes you sad, and that is why I found that this part of the book, these first few chapters, was probably and this one in particular was my favorite part of the book because it requires a lot of reflexivity. It requires a lot of honesty with yourself. And I found that to be incredibly powerful. Um, yeah. So the first part of the book that we're going to go through is the same as the episode title, which is the airport test. And the airport test is uh, all about. Well, let me explain the airport test. So, you are somehow transported to future you, 5 years in the future, and you meet a friend at the airport. And your friend greets you, you greet each other, and they ask you how you're doing, and you say great. And then they say, why is it so great? And the airport test is um, all about you telling this person why your life is so great at that moment in the future. And Pat essentially breaks this exercise down into the four most important aspects of your life right now. What is important to you? Is it your dog? Is it your kids? Is it your health, career, partner, mother, um, cars? Whatever's the four most important things to you, you plot these down on a piece of paper, and you write in detail how rich um, how rich those four aspects of your life are. And the whole idea is that right now you basically laying out um, it's sort of like a test in honesty with yourself. You lay out what essentially makes you happy, and further on in the book you then get to see, is what you wanting to do aligning with your vision of happiness in the future. So yeah, this is I really thoroughly enjoyed this. It's something I've been mulling around for quite a while, and I yeah I thought it was quite important. So I'm gonna switch now to the worksheet that I filled in, and show you what I wrote down. So I broke it down into family and friends, finances, health, and professional. And so basically, family and friends, I said, like I want to spend time with my children. I want to have healthy relationships with them. I want to be able to spend intentional time with them, not the kind of time where, you come home from work after your 9 to 5, you're tired. Uh, you get those fleeting moments before they have to go to bed, and then you spend the weekend sort of recovering from your work week. Uh, I don't really want that. I want there to be dinners, and I want conversations, and a strong intention, like to grow their life worlds. I want to be able to take 1 or 2 afternoons off a week after school with them and hang out and do whatever, go to the gardens, or um, just whatever their hearts desire. Want a healthy relationship with my partner where we're honest with each other, and we both like happily working towards our goals as a family and supporting each other. And I also want to be able to spend time regularly with friends and family, connecting. I think those things are important, especially as we get older. And it's something that I've neglected a lot, and it's something that I genuinely want as part of my life and their lives. With regard to finances, we have a farm that's completely paid off. We have no debt. And unless something goes extremely wrong, like we should have all their school costs covered, tuitions covered, their futures are secure. And also being able to regularly contribute to whatever communities that we form part of, regularly being able to support programs that uplift the communities. Want to be able to easily move around in those areas, not have any issues with vehicles. I want to be very responsible with money, even if we are well off. It's not something that I want to ever be taken for granted. Um, Money is respected. The children learn about saving regularly. Gratitude is at the forefront, constantly demonstrated, and there's a consistency to it. Um, Children will learn about the value of money, or will be learning about the value of money. I think that's important. I grew up very poor, and there was always money would come in and it would disappear. So uh, I would really like them to develop a healthy relationship with the stuff. Um, with regard to health, I'm healthy and I can keep up with my kids during play. I continue to fast every day. I work out regularly. Still at the gym, still doing those squats, deadlifts, making sure my back is strong. Performing better at my trail runs, being able to easily run over Table Mountain. My ocean swimming needs to improve, and I want to start training to do my first Ironman. Um, we eat healthily, consume food from the garden. Um, yeah, focus on meditation, which I strongly believe in. Kids are and myself are enrolled in jiu-jitsu classes where we learn to strengthen our bodies. I did karate when I was in primary school, and I this really helped me. It really helped me when it came to bullying. It really helped me get into fewer fights as a child. Primary school was a bit rough, um, and also keeping up with the latest advances in medicine and regularly engaging with the scientific literature, seeing what's available, realigning every few months, readjusting diet and supplements, just staying healthy. And then professional, I have a flourishing business that is providing jobs to talented individuals as well as services to happy customers. And I've been steadily improving my professional development, and I'm at a point where I'm both well balanced in both areas of software development and running a business. And this is important because up until very recently, I was so focused on the technical aspect of my working career. I just wanted to dive into tech. I just wanted to build. I'm a hacker at heart, uh, always creating IoT solutions or whatever, but just constantly neglecting the important parts of like starting a business, for example. So 5 years into the future me is still on that road of learning more about the world, constantly improving, learning skills, even if they aren't even directly related to the line of work that I'm working in. I want to be doing workshops regularly, um, where I want to encourage people to improve their professional and personal developments, and then a few times a year do hackathons or or courses where we can get kids from underprivileged communities in and uh, teach them about finances, teach them about software development, um, things that I think would be very useful for kids in those communities. The staff as well, they get to engage regularly with learning new skills. At my one of my previous places of employment, there were dedicated days that we had to improving our various skills that we had. Like we could learn a new technology or whatever, and this really helped um, the overall levels within the company. Just the levels of software development improved so much just by investing those that one day once a month. The organization is also fully remote, so we are able to have software developers that are able to work from all over the world. We can attract talent internationally, and we are able to successfully communicate asynchronously, where even though there will be strong focuses on mentorship, uh, in the end, everyone uh, takes responsibility for what we're building and ownership for their work. And at this point, the business itself, while still in a, I guess you'd say, hyper growth phase, it's now at a point where I can start focusing more on the NGO work and start tackling what I believe is quite important, which is the sanitation issues that we are having in our informal settlements and our schools. Yeah, so that was the exercise. I really enjoyed fleshing all of that out. Um, I was wondering as I was going through it if I was sort of reverse, you know, like biasing myself, like influencing my goals based on, I guess, both of what Pat was saying, what he wants, as well as uh, what I think would align with the business idea that I want to create. So it's quite important in this exercise to be pretty honest with what it is that you want to do. So, you go through these exercises and you see, hey, is the business that I'm creating, is it going to fit with my plan? If it doesn't, you don't change the plan. The plan is what's going to make you happy. You change the idea. So if you find out that it's, hey, this thing is probably actually going to take far too much time, and you won't be able to spend time with your kids as they're growing up in like the youngest part of their lives, like, can't do that. Can't can't sacrifice those relationships, at least for me. And so that's why you've got to see what's important for you. You've got to see if you can honestly make the business work with what your goals for a happy life are. Yeah. So yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed doing this. It's something I've been avoiding for a while, and it was sort of nice to have a framework of the book and these exercises to sort of funnel me into this process. Um, yeah. So that's it for now. I will be signing off, and I will see you in the next one.